So take me on your journey, because you were talking about, like, you know, being that young baller, and you're like, I didn't drink yet. How, what happened? What took you down that path?
Well, really what took me, so I had two Mike's Hard Lemonades when I was a freshman in college, and
Uh-huh.
I got really sick, so I couldn't drink. Um, so I played ball, and then I got really sick in the middle of my basketball career, and I couldn't walk for about 6 to 8 months. I had went from 140 pounds to 107 pounds in a week and a half.
Wow.
Yeah. And come to find out, it took them a while to figure out what was wrong with me, but they found out I had a muscle condition called myasthenia gravis, which is a muscular inflammatory condition. And gosh, I could do a whole lot of stuff. And then, like, the second time I would do it, I had no energy whatsoever. I couldn't lift my arms. I couldn't.
Wow.
All of a sudden, my mobile just started going away.
So you go
So,
from this peak athlete to all of a sudden just feeling
yeah.
exhausted, losing weight.
Yes, yes. But see, it happened in a wind, and they couldn't figure it out. So, like, I was on prednisone, I was on a lot of different medicines, and they just still couldn't figure out what was going on. So, um, I had my scholarship taken away because of it, and I didn't realize how resentful I was from that either, because
Mm.
my body was going through a lot, and they didn't believe me. And I was like, wait a minute here, I'm really sick. I was really sick. And so they started, and my eye drooped. So I had, with myasthenia gravis, there's an eye drooping that happens. So my eye drooped, they thought I had a tumor. And so they were trying to figure out all kinds of stuff. They were weeding things out. But then come to find out, I had two conditions. So, but they never found the second condition until just 2 years ago, and that's when I had lupus. I have lupus now, so I have lupus and myasthenia gravis.
So they
Um,
knew there was two things going on, but they didn't know what the other
they
thing
knew,
was?
yeah, they knew there were two things going on, so they diagnosed me with polymyositis, because poly means two, and myositis is muscle weakness.
Okay.
But they never ever pinpointed until 12 years later the second condition, and
Wow.
that's when my lupus came out, which was at 31, 32. And I had to start a form of chemo, which was the methotrexate, and I had to give myself shots of methotrexate during the time I had, an associate kill himself. This was all in the end of my, right before I went to treatment. But the main thing that started at 21 was that, I never cried the whole time that was happening. I cried from pain, but I never cried just emotionally. So I just
And
kept
that's a
moving.
lot to deal with.
Heck yeah, I kept moving. I was determined to walk again, determined to be okay. Played another year of college ball. They asked me for my scholarship back. I told them that I refused the scholarship. I used the academic scholarship instead at the same school to get me through the rest of school.
Uh-huh.
And from there, I played, and then I jumped right in as an executive for Kohl's department stores at 24 years old. So I got my degree, and then I jumped into the executive roles for retail.
So
Um,
you learned how to walk again, you played ball again, and you're just
yeah.
moving. You're now
Mhm.
in corporate world.
Yes, and now I'm in the corporate world, and now I got money, right? I'm the oldest of five, first woman in my family to graduate and get my degree in
Mm.
college. Mind you, my sister passed on and got two masters now, so Cherie's rocking.
Yeah.
Phillips got his degree, and so does Zachary. The only person who doesn't have their degree quite yet is Marcus, and that's because he's still in school.
Still in school.
Um, but for all of us, we have all managed to play sports. We've all managed. They have all followed in my footsteps, to
Yeah.
an extent, and they've all done very, very well. But it also shows that alcohol addiction, alcohol, all of that stuff comes from anywhere. I
Yeah.
have a wonderful backing and family. My family's great. I grew up with a wonderful family backing. The difference is that I put a lot of pressure on myself to trying to be that perfectionist and
Mm.
trying to uphold things. Now it's progress over perfection. You know, things change a little bit. It's meeting myself where I'm at.
Mm.
You know, but ultimately, after I started working for Kohl's, I then got into a lot of people drink in the retail industry. That's
Yeah.
not a shocker. Okay,
Yeah, it's not,
not a
I've
shocker,
been in the
right?
retail industry. We're good.
It was enough to say I'm going home and I'm gonna have a drink. I'm gonna have a lot of drinks.
Yep. Yep.
I'm gonna have a lot of drinks,
Yep.
and then they're
You
gonna
have the
call
day
me
off. I'm gonna drink all day.
we're going ham, you know, like, and that was my life, like. And then when we had vacations, we travel, and I do a lot of stuff. You know, I got involved with cocaine because I couldn't drink, because I couldn't handle my
Oh,
alcohol. Remember, I got sick off of 2 Mike's Hard Lemonades,
yeah.
but my friends could drink a lot. And so I had a lot of friends, a lot of people in retail, a lot of people I graduated with in college that, you know, partied with me as well. And they drank at a younger age and had a better tolerance than me.
Uh-huh.
So my first experience with cocaine was 25. And oh goodness, it just it went ham. I'll tell you. On vacations, everything, partying, all of that. And then I started
Kind of like a
noticing,
love at first sight thing.
oh yeah. And then I started realizing, I was like, this might actually kill me. Like, this might kill me. Um, I love this way too much. I feel like Superwoman when I'm not on it. But now that I'm on it,
Oh my God. Yeah.
oh God, I might die. But let's do it again. You know, it was it's a hell of a drug, I'll tell you. And then my tolerance for alcohol just kept getting stronger and stronger and stronger. You know, I dipped and dapped in a lot of psychedelics and things like that, Molly and stuff, and
Yeah.
loved partying. And, you know, 26 years old, $75,000 a year. You know, I'm working. I'm having all these different accolades happen, so I'm doing great at work. It's not like I'm getting ready to lose my job. You know, it's just a party here and there, and you know, and all of a sudden, it turned into me drinking around the clock.
Mm.
Certain things, you know, we're still partying, but then we got to get up and go to work.